I'm John Bishop and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm Chris Pajak and this is the Transfer Target Focus number 6, Javier Manquillo. Close, yeah? Okay, Atletico Madrid's highly rated right back has represented Spain from under 16 to under 20 levels. But he's only figured 6 times for Atletico Madrid in the last 2 years since 2012. Manquillo is 20 years old. He's 1.75 metres tall, which is 5'9". He's a modern right back. And a few quick stats. He played 3 times for Atletico last season in La Liga, averaging 4.7 tackles per game, much better than Glenn Johnson, who was averaging 2.2 per game. He made an average of 1 interception, which is slightly worse than Jono's 1.7 interceptions per game. He blocked 0.7 times per game, as opposed to Glenn Johnson's pathetic 0.3 times, and made 5 clearances per game, more than doubling Jono's 2.4 clearances per game. So defensively, he seems to have the edge on Johnson there. One quote I managed to get from 442's James Dickinson. He said of Manquillo, and this is an absolutely belting quote actually, his 14 tackles in only 3 league appearances last season was an exceptionally high amount. He is adaptable and can play on the left if required, like fellow countryman Cesar Azpilicueta. When David Villa surprisingly made the move to Los Rojiblancos for a small fee from Barcelona last summer, Manquillo was one of 3 players that the Catalans wanted first option on. There remains some doubt to the actual terms and conditions, but the fact that they are paying attention shows his pedigree. The player needs minutes on the pitch to aid his development, with the FA and League Cups giving him the perfect opportunity to showcase his talent. Basically, what I love about that quote is the fact that Barcelona are interested in this player. Look, Atletico Madrid, we all know them last season. They were superb. They obviously won La Liga, knocking off Barcelona and Real Madrid from their perch. But much the same as us, they played with a really strong team last season and obviously fighting for the table. They didn't really get to rotate their squad very much. So Manquillo needs game time to improve. And I think that with all the games that we've got coming up this season, it would be an astute purchase because we're going to have plenty of games. So let's look at the pros and cons for Manquillo. Aerial duels, he's very, very strong in aerial duels. He's a really good tackler, and his dribbling is absolutely brilliant for a fullback. As well as blocking the ball, he loves to block the ball, block crosses. If you look on some of his YouTube videos, gets stuck into Cristiano Ronaldo. He played against Real Madrid last season, and he did really, really well against them as well. A few cons for him, worryingly, his crossing isn't the best, nor is his passing or holding onto the ball. But look, these are things that we can develop. As long as he's got a solid base defensively, I think going forwards, Rodgers would like to get his teeth into and really develop him as a player. The link, where did it all come from? Well, it came out a couple of days ago now from Spanish sports paper AS. And they say that Rodgers has convinced him to come to Anfield on a 2-year loan deal with a view to a £6 million permanent move after the fact. And what they're basically saying is that Rodgers convinced him to come to Anfield ahead of Arsenal, where he'd be behind Debuchy and obviously Jenkinson as well. So, a little bit of a review from myself. I reckon this is going to be another, as I said before, astute purchase from Liverpool. Sorry, piece of business, as he's a great prospect for the future. If we agree the 2-year loan deal with a £6 million option, conceivably in 2 years' time, he could be worth double that, maybe even treble if he really kicks on. Look, there are a lot of mixed reports, though, reading around the internet and stuff and speaking to people who have actually watched him play. A lot of people say he's weak defensively, but I think if you look at the stats, it shows that he's actually really good defensively. And I think if you look at his offensive stats, it shows that it's a little bit weaker. But there are a lot of people saying that he is really good going forwards. Nobody across the board that I've spoken to or read anything about him actually says he's good at crossing those. So that is a little bit of a worry. But as I said before, he is the type of player who's willing to bomb on, and that gives me great hope that Rodgers wants to get, as I said, get his teeth into him and really coach him and develop him as a player going forward. At 20 years old, he's got the world in front of him, and if he can come to Liverpool Football Club, I think, you know, he's going to get game time. We're going to have loads of games for him to play in. So to wrap up, he's not the type of signing that I really wanted to see as our first defensive signing of the summer. You know, I really wanted us to lay down a marker and sign someone who's going to go straight into the team. But as I said, he will be a good prospect for the future. I like the way that we are thinking 2, 3, 4 years in advance. That's a sign of a well-run club, and I really like that from Liverpool Football Club. Anyway, if you agree with me, you disagree with me, leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up as well. And as ever, I'll be online for an hour, hour and a half after the video is posted, chatting anything Liverpool Football Club related with you guys. And if you want to know when the video goes online for future videos as well, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Anyway, see you in the comment section below. Ta.